call to order the committee meeting for the Bibb County Board of Education for Thursday, June 18, 2026. The first item on that agenda, is the approval of the agenda. Could I have a motion to approve the agenda, please?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Johnson, second by Mr. Freeman. Any questions? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. There is none. The agenda is approved unanimously. First committee is Instructional Services Committee. This evening, Ms. Johnson will be handling those duties. So take it away, please, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have 2 items on the instructional services. Who's presenting today? Okay. Give us your name, please. I forgot. Dr. Muff, that's right, Dr. Muff. Yeah, you changed your hairstyle on us. The first one will be IS1, Leader in Me.
Good evening, President Morton, board members, and Superintendent Dr. Sims. The Bibb County Board of Education would authorize the superintendent to fund Leader in Me for $363,759 for FY27 through the general fund. It is recommended that the Bibb County Board of Education authorizes the superintendent to fund Leader in Me for $363,759 for FY27 through the general fund.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
The motion and motion by Ms. Hanlon and second by Mr. Freeman. Is there discussion? No discussion. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, please say no. The ayes have it, so the Leader in Me has been approved. The next one is Elevate K-12, and that is given to us by Dr. Smith.
Dr. Smith, if you just hold for a moment. If I may, just to prevent confusion, you have the copies of the questions that you posed to us between Monday and Wednesday before you. We only had one question from Instructional Services, and that is answered in number 3 in your questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Smith?
Okay. Good evening, Board President Morton, board members, and Superintendent Dr. Sims. The Human Resources Department is seeking approval to enter into an agreement with Elevate K-12 to support the district in addressing current teacher vacancies. Elevate K-12 is a trusted partner that has served more than 600 districts nationwide. Through this partnership, certified teachers will deliver live Tier 1 instruction using the district's curriculum to ensure students receive high-quality, standards-aligned instruction. All teachers provided by Elevate K-12 will be certified in the assigned content areas. It is recommended that the Board of Education authorize the superintendent to enter into a renewal contract with Elevate K-12 to provide live virtual teachers to the district at an amount not to exceed $300,000, which will come from general funds.
Thank you. You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion?
That's a question.
Is
So
there-
move, I'll move
Second.
so I can ask a question.
Is there a motion and second that we received this recommendation? Now, are there any questions or is there a discussion?
I'd like to know, thank you so much, Dr. Smith, for this report. I would like to know the logistics of this Elevate, what is it called?
Elevate K-12.
Elevate K-12. I know we have substitute teachers. Are they zoomed in to students? How, and you know, they didn't have this when I was teaching 12 years ago. So I would like to know what are the logistics of this particular program.
So yes, we do have a substitute in the classroom, and there's a live certified teacher that will come on screen, and that teacher interacts with the students within that classroom. The only difference is that teacher is virtual and not present.
But there is a substitute in the room while the virtual instructions are going on?
Yes.
And are these teachers local teachers, or are they from various parts of the country, or where Elevate K-12 get them from?
Yeah, they are all in the United States. Not necessarily here in Macon.
Oh, yeah, I said different parts of the country, but because I remember we did have some foreign teachers at one time.
Are there any more questions? Since there are no other questions, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Those who oppose, please say no. So the motion carried. Mr. President, we will send IS-1 and IS-2 to the consent agenda since they were voted on unanimously. Thank you. That's the end of the Instructional Service Committee.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Appreciate that. Next, we have Fiscal Support Services Committee. Ms. Hanlon is the chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Our first item is number FSS1, our monthly financial update. Mr. Bush.
Ms. Allen, before we get started on the presentation, I'd just like to say and reiterate, I did ask the superintendent, because it was not one of the questions that was, he just answered it to me already. I kind of find it somewhat out of order for us to approve all of this expenditure and we hadn't approved the budget. It seems to me, and of course he did explain that that happens, and I know that it does happen, but I want to just note it that the number of expenditures that we are expending is anticipating the budget being passed in the coming year. And as a matter of things in order, my thinking is that we pass the budget, then we pass all these expenditures. And I just want that noted. Thank you.
Board Member Hamlin, if I may, once again, in reference to your questions, I want to make sure that you're acclimated. There were 4 questions from Fiscal Support Services. Number 1, number 2, number 4, and number 7. All of those are in reference to Fiscal Support Services matters. FSS 1 is number 1, FSS 6 is number 2, and it's noted in your packet. FSS 7 is number 7, FSS 14 is number 4. Thank you.
Thank you, and good evening, President Morton, board members, Superintendent Dr. Sims. We are reviewing today the financial statements for the periods ending April 30th, 2026. We'll start by looking at our general fund balance sheet, where we're showing total assets of $90,095,000, total liabilities of $30,113,000, leaving us with a fund balance of $59.9 million. Looking at our general funds revenues and expenses, we're showing collections to date of $223.7 million, roughly 81% of the collections budgeted for, and expenditures or encumbrances totaling $234.8 million, approximately 79% of budgeted expenses. Through April, we are still showing expenses in instruction, people services, and improvement of instructional services totaling 68% of every general fund dollar. And moving on to our balance sheet for all of our funds, we are reporting total assets of $775.1 million, total liabilities of $55.1 million, leaving us with a total fund balance of $719.9 million. Reviewing our cash on hand as of April 30th, we are showing cash on hand of $30,155,000, investments on hand of $109.9 million, giving us total liquid assets of $140,095,000. And looking at our statement of revenues for all funds, we are showing collections of $316.5 million, roughly 87% of our budgeted revenues, And we are showing expenses and encumbrances of $371.5 million, roughly 91% of our expenditures. And finishing up on our East Plus campaign, we did not have any collections in the April month. That was the first month they were collected, so we'll receive those in May. But for the 21 East Plus, we have still continue to work out of that. We've had cumulative receipts of $214.9 million. Expenses and encumbrances total $187.8 million, leaving us with a cash on hand of $58.5 million for the 2021 East Plus. Now I'll entertain any questions.
Thank you for your presentation. Are there any questions? Dr. Ficklin.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Bush, for your presentation. This budget was generated based upon the amount of money that a meal would bring in last year.
Can you explain a little bit more? A meal?
Yeah.
One meal, I'm sorry. My terminology was wrong.
Okay.
Yes. So based on what I was thinking about a food meal for some reason. I guess I'm hungry.
No, I would not.
My apologies.
MIL.
I follow you now. Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's correct, yeah. It was, but the revenue for the local sources and some other, local sources includes our ad valorem tax revenue, but it also includes TABIT tax, motor vehicle tax.
But what I'm asking.
But it is based on one meal.
If it was generated on what a meal, MIL,
Yes.
would bring in last year, that's what this budget was built to fund.
Correct.
And now that we know that a meal is going to bring in a bit more than what this budget was built upon, are you all planning, and maybe this is a question for the superintendent too, to go back and realign or adjust this budget so that it would fall more in line with the funds that we are anticipating from the current millage rate that it would bring, because the evaluation has gone up of property and we're going to be receiving more money for each meal?
That would happen in the 2027 budget that we're developing now. So the one we're looking at is for 2026. It wouldn't affect the 2026 year because that ends in June, and those collections don't happen until October, November. So yes, when we will consider that, if the board approves, whatever the board approves on the millage rate, that would be considered at that time. So I'll restate that. If we vote on a budget next Thursday and it's approved, that is with the current millage rate. Once we receive the digest in July or August and vote on the millage rate, we would bring back a budget amendment to adjust that revenue at that time. But until we vote on the millage rate, we can't adjust the anticipated revenue in the current budget that's being voted on next week.
Well, I understand, the time period in it, and that's why I asked the question. Sure. Because I know that we're going to be adjusting or deciding to do something with the millage rate this year. The funds are collected midway of our school year.
Right.
So there would be that money in place going forward, because the millage rate would bring in more money because of the evaluation having gone up.
Well, it depends on how the board votes there. So
I didn't hear you.
It depends on how the board votes in July or August when we bring that digest to you.
I understand that.
Yes.
And with the anticipation and the projection of what a meal would bring in, I hope that it would set upon the board to do some things that perhaps we have decided in our anticipation of this budget, the preliminary passage of the budget, because I certainly think that we should go back and revisit some things. And I do appeal honestly and beseech this board to go back and look at some of the things like cutting out the teachers, increasing class size. Now that we know that we're going to get more money, that could be adjusted back to making sure that we don't cut the class, that we don't increase the class size, as well as perhaps we could give the step increases. So those are things that I'm asking that this board would consider as we go forward. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
And go get you something to eat.
Thank you, Mr. Bush.
Thank you.
The next item, number FSS2, is that off?
That was removed from the
Okay,
agenda.
okay. Number FSS3 is the registered behavior technicians contracts. Dr. Rosser.
Thank you. Good evening, President Morton, board members, and Superintendent Dr. Sims. The Program for Exceptional Children currently utilizes contracted services for providers to deliver registered behavior therapist services. This approach has successfully established a strong support system for students with significant behavior challenges. These students require a level of intervention that exceeds the support available from the behavior specialists in both co-taught and self-contained behavior classes. Yet, they do not meet the criteria for more intensive services provided through ELAM. During the current academic year, this has been a noticeable increase in demand for these RBT services. The Program for Exceptional Children is proposing to enhance the utilization of contracted registered behavior specialists to better meet the increasing needs of students. It is recommended that the Bibb County Board of Education authorizes the superintendent to approve the current service providers of the Stepping Stone Group and Sunbelt Staffing. The proposed expansion of these existing contracts will be funded through federal funds and is not expected to exceed a total cost of $325,000.
You have heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Johnson, seconded by Mr. Freeman. Is there any discussion?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Dr. Vicklin.
Thank you, Dr. Rosser, for your presentation. Is this saying that we're going to engage and contract with more consultants in the PEC department?
So what this is saying is we are already in contract with these two companies, and we are increasing by one because we have one student that will need an RBT for the FY27.
So we're increasing the number of people or the number of consultant companies?
The number of people. So what happens is we will contact the Stepping Stone Group as well as Sunbelt. So whoever has a person available right then will use either company. But right now, we're only needing to increase by one. So that's why the increase is here.
And these people are housed down at Burke on 2nd Street?
I have no idea where these companies are, sir.
No, not the company.
They're with the students
Yeah.
in the classrooms every day, all day.
And so that would mean that they are anywhere in the system.
Yes.
And is there anything being done on 2nd Street at Burke Elementary School, used to be Burke Elementary School, down there? It seems to me like they need some more hands down there.
So you're speaking of the program at Elam, right?
Yes.
So what this is for students that don't necessarily meet the criteria to go to Elam. So they're able to stay in their classrooms, in their home schools, and so we're providing the support in those classes.
And this one person is going to be not to exceed 325?
No, sir, this one person will be combined with the account we already have.
And that count is not to go over 325,000?
Correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries and will be sent to the consent agenda. The next item, number FSS4, is contract supports for PEC speech services. Dr. Rosser.
Thank you. To meet the needs of the special education student population as outlined in individualized education programs, the Program for Exceptional Children will utilize contracted service providers. Multiple companies may be engaged to deliver these services for students with disabilities in Bibb County during the 26-27 school year. It is recommended that the Bibb County Board of Education authorizes the program for exceptional children to enter into service contracts as needed to support the delivery of services for students with disabilities. The total budget impact is not to exceed $1,053,990 and will be funded through the general fund.
You have heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Dr. Ficklin, second by Mr. Freeman. Are there any questions? Mr. Freeman?
I just want to clarify the teachers that will be, or the specialists that will be providing these services, will these be in person or will these be virtual?
So we've been actively working to ensure that our students do receive in-person therapy. We only have 4 therapists that are teletherapy. So we have a position posted now, and we have been actively seeking in-person therapies.
Has there been any reduction in the days or hours to any of our current speech pathologists? I've heard some rumblings out there. That's why I wanted to make sure.
In the numbers, I don't understand what exactly are you asking me?
I've heard through rumor mills different things about possibly cutting back on hours for our speech pathologists in favor of virtual. I want to know if that's taken place.
That is not the PEC department. We are aiming for in-person therapy. Mr. Bush can answer regarding.
I think the question, there was some part-time speech language pathologists that were having benefits that were working maybe 2.5 days a week. So what we did is try to levelize that and say, in order to get benefits here, we need you to work at least 4 days or 32 hours a week, or you can work part-time, just like our retirees do. You could work 49% without benefits and fill the gaps that we're asking for these contract companies to do too, and they could be an in-house employee. But the cost becomes really high for those short-term, part-time people that are only working, 27 hours a week, and they're getting full benefit loads too. So we're trying to mitigate that. It is a hard area to fill, so we felt like giving a flexibility of 4 days a week, 32 hours a week would maybe attract some people back to the district and lower the contract use. But it is kind of there was some economics in it, trying to give and take a little bit.
But we are actively seeking in-person pathologists.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that,
I forget the number. Is it 28 positions we have available? I think 24 or 25 are filled. So if somebody were to drop off, these companies come in to fill the gap, or if there's new services needed in excess of what we can provide with our in-house staff, the companies would fill that gap.
and I think I heard you say that for the retired teachers, there's that deal where they can work 49%.
Yes, as long as they don't work over 20 hours a week, they can maintain TRS, and that's what they're kind of the same rule we provided for this service too.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
you're welcome.
Yes, Dr. Ficklin.
Yes, Dr. Ross, you have divided up comprehensive therapy consultants, and I guess that's solely on health, and one includes para, and the other one has don't have any kind of para support included. If there is a student who has a need for para support and they are under the comprehensive therapy consultant, is there some additional funds given so that they can get that support?
So what happened is when we have the teletherapy, we have to have somebody there. So that para support is where the company will have a therapist on the screen and then a para in the classroom with the kids. So the one that you see with no para, that means it could possibly be an in-person therapy session, not teletherapy.
So when you're saying para, you're saying a paraprofessional.
It's actually a facilitator that comes from the company.
That word is so inclusive because I was thinking it meant like, helping a student. That's called para too, when they help them walk or get from movement,
Right.
what have you. So I would just like for it to be defined, so we'll know what we're talking about.
Understand, thank you.
Okay.
Other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. The next item is number FSS 5, contract supports for PEC therapists and interpreters.
To meet the needs of the special education student population as outlined in individualized education programs, the Program for Exceptional Children will utilize contracted service providers. These services may include occupational therapy, physical therapy, and interpreting services, and other specialized therapeutic supports necessary to ensure student success. Multiple vendors may engage to deliver these services for students with disabilities in Bibb County during the 26-27 school year. It is recommended that the Bibb County Board of Education authorizes the Program for Exceptional Children to enter into service contracts as needed to support the delivery of required services for students with disabilities. The total budget impact is not to exceed $63,840 and will be funded through general fund.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Dr. Woodford, second by Mrs. Johnson. Are there any questions?
It may not be for Dr. Russell. It may be for Mr. Bush. And the question is, are we currently receiving any funds for students who are outside the county that participate in our PEC and GNET programs?
Yes, sir, we are. We are billing counties for services that are provided in-house. And we also receive funding through GNETs for those students that come from those counties. So it is kind of a shared effort, if you will. So if they're coming here from Jones County, they're counted in our accounts, and GNETs does provide us revenue for that child.
I'm glad to hear that, because when I asked that question last year, we were not receiving any. I'm glad that you all have started collecting from people that we serve who don't live in Bibb County.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. Thank you, Dr. Rosser. Our next item, number FSS 6, Gear Up Program Evaluator Renewal. Dr. Moore.
Good evening, Board President Morton, members of the Bibb County Board of Education, and Superintendent Dr. Dan Sims. The U.S. Department of Education requires Gear Up grant recipients to retain an external evaluator to collect, analyze, and report on output and outcome data to verify the project is accomplishing the proposed objectives. The Procurement Department issued an RFP for the external evaluator as required upon the grant award. It is recommended that the Bibb County Board of Education approves the selection of Towering Year Success LLC to serve as program evaluator for the approved FY27 Gear Up grant at the rate of $171,000, and this would be funded through Gear Up grant funds.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Dr. Woodford, second by Mr. Hester. Are there any questions?
Yes.
Dr. Ficklin.
Thank you, Dr. Moore, for this presentation. I don't remember getting a report from the evaluator of the Gear Up program. Has that report been given to the board?
We have not received a report for our current academic year, but we can certainly work with the external evaluator to get some data and report for the Board of Education.
I would like to offer a substitute motion to table this until we get a report. So moved.
So can I clarify too that
Yes.
I'm moving to table this particular item until we get the report from the group that is supposed to be giving us the report. you know, I don't believe in voting on stuff until we've seen what their product is. And I hope that the board would be in sync in thinking with me along that line.
So I think Dr. Moore was going to verify something.
Yes, I was just going to,
procedural standpoint, in order to start doing that, we can get that.
Y'all can second this motion. Y'all still being both.
All right, there is no second. The proposed motion fails. Are you going to second?
No.
Okay.
Question.
Okay, Mr. Freeman.
Since we're in discussion, can I hear what you wanted to explain? And then I might decide to make the same motion as Dr. Pickman. I want to hear the explanation.
yes, I was just explaining that the external evaluator who was awarded the bid engages in meetings with central office leadership, manages a data repository that houses Gear Up student performance data. And so the recommendation is for the external evaluator to engage in those activities.
And Madam Chairperson, I understand what the proposal is, but I'm saying that as a body that is given the task of voting funds for an external evaluator, that we ought to see what the product is. And Mr. Moore, I know he's doing a wonderful job with Gear Up, but what is the evaluator doing? And he may be the best evaluator there is in the whole history of the world, but we need to see what his product is before we decide to establish him as the evaluator again, or that group again. I just don't see anything wrong with getting the product before we vote to give another contract. And I knew that I was going to be outside of some of the thinking, but to me, that is a prudent measure that any deliberative body needs to consider. We're voting on stuff that we don't even know what they did last time.
And he does submit an annual performance report to the Department of Education, and that has already been submitted and approved by the Department of Education.
We vote on it.
For clarity, the motion says, or I guess the presentation as part of the motion says that we're required to have this evaluator as part of the grant. Is there a time limit for us approving this contract? In other words, if we were to table it till next month, is that going to in any way invalidate the grant because we don't have an evaluator?
No, we wouldn't be out of compliance with the grant, but we can certainly get the board a copy of this year's annual performance report that was submitted.
We hadn't gotten anything.
Well, I'll make a motion to table.
And I'll second.
A motion. All right. Is there, all right. Now we are in the discussion phase of the amendment to, or the motion to table. Yes.
Yes, if I may, in advance of this vote, I want to know what the board in their capacity would be looking for in looking at said evaluation. One of the things we can plan to do is to give you an update on the Gear Up program. Right now, we're talking about an evaluation that is required as a part of the grant that went through a procurement process that is necessary to choose an evaluator. So I would just, at the appropriate time, I would just need to know exactly what the board in their capacity is looking for in reviewing. Is it check the box to say that you saw it, or are there certain things you're looking for? And if so, we need to get with our team to ensure that you're clear on the requirements of said evaluator. I think it's our second time going through a procurement process to identify the evaluator, and also in keeping with a requirement of the board. I mean, a requirement of the award, the grant rather.
Madam Chairperson, The superintendent's question is a question that I think is understood. The board has the authority to appropriate the money for this evaluator. And if we're just looking for a check, then that's a part of it. But what we normally do is we have someone to come in here, as these presenters have been coming every board meeting and telling us what the evaluation said. And that is all, I can look at an evaluation. I've looked at them before and I can know what's going on. But if the board needs someone to come in here and make a presentation to say, this is what the evaluator said about our program, and that's what we need to hear. We just go ahead and vote to spend $171,000. We hadn't seen anything. I think that is being a little bit on the side of not being as accountable and responsible as the public want us to be. And certainly, if we get a report from Mr. Moore as this is what the evaluator said about our program, that's always in order. That's always what we do when we sit here and all these presenters come and say stuff to us. We don't have to read the whole thing. And then we have enough faith and confidence, hopefully, in the presenter to take their word as being something that we can go forward on. This evaluator did a good job. This evaluator needs to shore up on some areas. The evaluator says that our program is not doing what it's supposed to do. Those are just necessary kinds of things that are in our purview as elected members of the Board of Education.
Ms. Johnson.
All right, so you say we could have this information by the next board meeting?
Yes, that is
And it won't
correct.
affect your program?
No, ma'am.
Thank you.
Any other discussion?
So just for clarity, so this action item relates to the Garrett program or the evaluator, the person
The external evaluator for the Gear Up grant.
for the program?
We want to see what the evaluation is.
All right, hearing no other discussion, all those in favor of tabling this item until such another time, please state by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. No. The motion carries, and the item will be tabled. Thank you, Dr. Moore. The next item, number FSS 7, renewal of communities in schools of Central Georgia services. Dr. Washington.
All right. Good afternoon, President Morton, board members, and Superintendent Dr. Dan A. Sims. Community in Schools of Central Georgia provides integrated student support and wraparound services that help improve student achievement, attendance, behavior, and graduation outcomes across the Bibb County School District. Data presented to the board in May of 2026 reflected strong outcomes of students served through the CIS model, including a 92% graduation rate for the case-managed served seniors, improved attendance, reduced out-of-school suspension, and gains in the core academic areas. It is recommended that Bibb County Board of Education approves the FY 26-27 renewal of services provided by Community in Schools of Central Georgia. The total contract amount is $600,000 funded through $300,000 general funds and $300,000 title funds. Any questions?
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moved by Dr. Ficklin, seconded by Ms. Johnson. Are there any questions? Yes, Ms. Johnson.
I have a comment.
Yes, ma'am.
I think you all gave us the evidence last month
Yes, ma'am.
about the effectiveness of this program, and very good data. And I want to thank y'all for that.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that's what Dr. Ficklin is looking for.
That's what I'm looking
The
for.
data. And I appreciate the success that's happening in our schools because of the CIS program. I have a question though. the state funds, will all of the funds for the CIS program come from us, or they
They come from,
supplemented by the state?
by the state, yes, ma'am.
So we're not really talking about the state, the local budget per se.
Correct. Yes,
We're
ma'am.
talking about funds from the state
State.
budget.
Yes.
Thank you.
And if I can
Okay, so
clarify.
are you asking about the
Right.
Tier 4 schools?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to come up?
So when I present to y'all every year, I present 12 schools. Of those 12 schools, the Bibb County School District funds 8 of them. 2 of the schools are funded through Godot. Once they become a Tier 4 school, CIS around the state has a contract with Godot, and they pick up that contract. And then we fund 2 of those schools in Bibb County with our unrestricted funds. We leverage money because we get the good results, and when y'all believe in us, other people believe in us too, and it helps us serve more kids. Does that answer your question?
Yes, ma'am. I think Dr. Sims.
Right, just to be specific, we're talking about
Ballard?
Southfield Elementary School and Ballard Hudson, both which are funded by the State Department of Education,
By Godot.
which is separate from this action memo.
It is. And SOAR, we also are serving SOAR, because they have an influx of students from around the district who have a lot of different kind of criteria that we can help with. And then this year, we're serving Howard Middle School because Weaver didn't have a place for us to be this year. And we pay for those schools.
That's what I need to know. Thank you.
Any other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. Thank you, Dr. Washington. The next item, number FSS 8, is the Canvas renewal for fiscal year 27. Mr. Adams.
Good afternoon, President Morton, board members, and Superintendent Dr. Sims. The Office of Technology Services is seeking board approval of the annual renewal of Canvas Learning Management System and Canvas Studio software subscriptions for our instructional classrooms for the 26-27 school year. It is recommended the Bibb County Board of Education authorize the purchase order to Instructure for the district's Canvas software licenses in the amount not to exceed $160,000, or excuse me, $160,178.09. The funding source is FY27 general funds.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Dr. Ficklin, second by Ms. Johnson. Are there any questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Ficklin.
Could you just explain to us, Mr. Adams, and thank you for the presentation, in a nutshell, what is the Canvas program? I was talking with a parent on yesterday, and she was asking me about this and another program because they didn't come from this generation of technology and what goes on in school, and she was asking about books and all that, and I was trying to tell her that, they're not like it was when she was going to school or when I was going to school or when I was teaching. And so a lot of parents, when they hear these terms, like the boy had said he had done something in one of the programs that start with an E, I don't know what it is.
Probably Edgenuity.
Edgenuity, and she didn't have any idea what that was. I told her it was something on a computer. That's all I could tell her. And so now Canvas came up. And so I would just like to know in a nutshell basically what this is, because there are a lot of people, and we have generational separation of what school is to people who've gone to school even in the 90s and the early 200s, that it's a whole different concept going on now. And when people ask me questions, I like to be able to give them something of an answer.
Yes, sir. So first, I'll distinguish that Canvas and Edgenuity are two separate pieces, so they're not related. Canvas is our learning management system, and so it is a place where teachers build their courses. and the students would go access the content. It allows for the teachers to have a gradual release of that content, so they control when the students would see the various pieces. So if you can imagine from your teaching days, the units, they would build units, and within those units, they would build pieces of those units and release those to the students through that digital platform.
So it's more like a lesson plan thing for teachers.
So certainly there would be a connection between their lesson plan and that, but it's not strictly a lesson plan. It's very much interactive with the students. And they would go in there and submit work. There's grading that takes place within that system that also has a grade pass-back feature with Infinite Campus so that it goes into their...
So it's more enhanced than lesson plans and some of the other kinds of technology that they were using when I was in school.
Yes.
And that's good. And parents need to know this, and a lot of parents don't know that. The only thing I could explain to her was Infinite Campus, because they had that when I was in school.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Certainly.
Mr. Hester.
Thank you for your report. Recently, didn't Canvas have a problem? Has that been resolved, or maybe you can enlighten us on?
Canvas as a entity did have a breach. And that was one that we have been in close communication with Canvas throughout that process. We have received confirmation that none of our data was compromised in that breach.
So I assume that's all been worked out now with Canvas?
We are in a good place with Canvas in that regard. Yes, sir.
Other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. The next item is number FSS 9, Infinite Campus Renewal, fiscal year 27.
Thank you once again. The Office of Technology Services and the Department of Research, Evaluation, Assessment, and Accountability are seeking board approval for the renewal of Infinite Campus as our student information system. This Infinite Campus renewal will provide the Bibb County School District the necessary platform to collect and report student information for the 26-27 school year. It is recommended the Bibb County Board of Education authorize the superintendent to issue the purchase order to K-12 Solutions Group for the annual renewal of Infinite Campus Student Information System for the 26-27 school year in the amount not to exceed $383,266.65. The funding source is FY27 general funds.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved by Dr. Ficklin, second by Ms. Johnson. Are there any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. The next item, number FSS 10, is the Lightspeed renewal. Mr.
Thank you
Adams.
once again. The Office of Technology Services is seeking board approval to issue a purchase order to CDW for the renewal of our Lightspeed products. It is recommended the Bibb County Board of Education authorize the purchase order to CDW for Lightspeed products in an amount not to exceed $189,960. The funding source is FY27 general funds.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Dr. Ficklin, second by Mr. Freeman. Are there any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. The next item, number FSS 11, is the Chromebooks payment 2 of 4.
All right, thank you one more time. The Office of Technology Services is seeking board approval to issue a purchase order to Lenovo Financial Services for the second of 4 payments for student Chromebooks. Chromebooks were purchased on a 4-year cycle financed to allow 4 equal payments. It is recommended the Bibb County Board of Education authorize the purchase order to Lenovo Financial Services for student Chromebooks in an amount of $2,880,566.04 for the second of 4 payments. The funding source is FY26 East Blast.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Freeman. I'll just say second by Ms. Johnson. Are there any questions?
Yes.
Yes, Dr. Ficklin.
When we talk about Chrome notebooks, Chromebooks. This was a subject that came up at the end of last year and the beginning of this year because there was some type of configuration. I think it was a motion made by Mr. Freeman. I never did understand what they were doing because I was saying that we should have taken some of the money from the substitute to go ahead and pay for the Chrome notebooks, but they had some configuration that half of it was coming from here, and now I'm seeing that the funding source is the eSplot. So what happened to the money that we put in the budget in an amendment to pay for half of the Chrome notebooks that was really trying to unbuckle the situation where we had the $5.5 million that were not accounted for in the last year's budget. And the Chrome notebooks was tied up in that some kind of way, how that was. And when I saw this, I said, you know, hopefully I can get a more definitive explanation as to how this money was spent. And I know that it may not be something that Mr. Adams is liable to explain, but that was something that we talked about. Do y'all remember that? No, maybe that's why we vote on everything, because nobody remembers that.
The response that I can offer is that there were 4 planned payments. This is the second of those. The full intent was to be able to use eSplost for payments 2, 3, and 4. And we had to go ahead with that first payment being handled in a different matter. To your point, I would not be able to elaborate on that first payment that is in the past. This motion is for the second payment that is moving forward, the second year of that agreement with Lenovo. And we have the secured funds with our 2026 eSplost.
But I would think that this would be for the third payment, because I think that the first payment was paid the first year that I was on the board, and then last year was the second payments. But it's really something that is confusing to me, and you know, I'm slower than most of the board members, so I would like to have it explained to me.
And so I can't confirm, I'll defer to him on the first payment, but this is only the second payment for this set of Chromebooks.
Okay,
this year was the first year our students were utilizing Chromebooks.
I appreciate that, because I would like to know, what did we do when we talked about this last time?
Yes, sir. Originally, that payment is due in June, and we ended up paying it in July. So what that amendment represented is moving the money from the FY25 budget to the FY26 budget. So effectively, it was not spent in 25 because we didn't make the payment until 26. So that was all that was doing, is moving that payment from one year to the next. It was split funded last year. Part of it came out of general fund. Didn't part of it come out of general fund? Part of it. I can get you the details on how it was funded, but it was, that was the first payment. We just had to do a accounting maneuver to move it from one year to the other and add it back to the budget.
That's where my confusion comes in. It was not when it was paid. I know we have to pay it, but it was where the funding came and how it related to helping to solve the situation that we were in with the $5.5 million. And because these payments are what, $2-something million?
Yes, 2.8 million.
I thought it was something like that. And so I was looking at that, and you all said that you were going to take this, the Chromebook payment and do something. It was in that. I'll have to go back and pull out that again. But I was thinking that somebody could explain it a little bit better to me now. It's not the payment, it's how the payment was generated.
So there was some, yes, correct. And then the other part is when we approved that initial Chromebook, we had not voted on the 2026 eSplost campaign. Therefore, we couldn't have budgeted into that year. So we budgeted all in the 2026 general fund budget. But once that SPLOST campaign was approved and we could estimate when that revenue was going to come in to pay for this, we were able to offset that expenditure in the eSplost campaign instead of the general fund campaign. So two different things were happening. I'll give you an offer. If I could put this on paper, it would probably be a lot easier to explain
I would
than right
certainly
here.
appreciate it because I want to compare what you put on paper now
Yeah.
as to what was put on paper then.
Yes.
And I appreciate your attempt to explain it now, but as I said, I'm a little slow.
No, it's okay. It was a lot of moving pieces. We'll put it together.
Any other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. Thank you, Mr. Adams. The next item, number FSS 12, is the 2027 GSBA Risk Management Fund Insurance Renewal. Mr. Gowan.
Good afternoon, Board President Morton, school board members, and Superintendent Dr. Dan Sims. The Safety and Security Department presents this action memorandum to renew the property, general liability, employee benefits liability, school leaders liability, student vocational practices liability, law enforcement liability, auto liability, crime, and cyber liability insurance policies with the GSBA Risk Management Fund for the period 7/1/26 to 7/1/27 in the amount of $1,861,406. It is recommended that the Board of Education authorizes the superintendent to renew the property, general liability, employee benefits liability, school leaders liability, law enforcement liability, auto liability, and cyber liability insurance policies with the GSBA Risk Management Fund for the period 7/1/26 to 7/1/27 in the amount of $1,861,406. The funds will be paid out of general funds.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moved by Dr. Ficklin, second by Dr. Woodford. Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. Thank you, Mr. Gowan. The next item, number FSS 13, is the fiscal 2027 Tyler Technologies Munis ERP time and attendance renewal action.
Thank you and welcome again. The Finance Department is requesting that the Bibb County Board of Education authorizes the superintendent to issue a purchase order for the amount of $703,443.70 to Tyler Technologies for the renewal of our contracted services. This includes our financial products for our accounting systems, human resources, procurement, and time and attendance software. It is recommended that the Board of Education authorizes the superintendent to issue a purchase order for $703,443.70 to Tyler Technologies for the renewal of the contract services mentioned above. 2026 East Bloss is the funding source.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. Okay.
Moved by Ms. Johnson, second by Mr. Hester. Are there any questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Dr. Ficklin.
Thank you. Thank you again, Mr. Bush. We still use Munis just basically in your department.
It's shared across the district. So it is our purchasing system where any secretary, bookkeeper, department head
Okay, they
would
have access
request.
to the Munis. Oh,
So they would request all purchases go through there. The accounting department uses it for accounting, payroll, and then human resources uses it to onboard people, all of our staff, to keep the data for our staff to pay them.
have you found that Munis is serving us well? Do we need an evaluator on Munis as well? Because I know across a lot of governmental bodies, they've gone to New World and put Munis down.
Yes, sir. And New World is a Tyler Technologies product for municipalities, but we could evaluate it. What I would say is that ERP systems are multi-year investments. They take multiple years to implement.
Well, I know.
And so I'm not discouraged by that, but it is serving us well right now.
It's serving you well right now, okay. And could I ask another question that's not germane to this right here? We can vote on it first.
Let's
and
vote,
then-
yeah. All right, any other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. Did you want to ask your question?
Yeah, I want to ask quick because I think this is the last time he's coming out. Mr. Bush, this question came up, and what is the difference in a credit card and a P card?
They act very similar, but a P card is very restrictive. We can restrict who has access to a P card for one, and what is able to be purchased on it. So somebody can't go to the Kroger and swipe it. It's not allowed. They're not an allowed vendor. So we have really tight controls on what stores they can go to and how they can access to it. And there's really tight controls on who actually has a P card in the district. But the card, the physical card itself is very similar to looks just like a credit card. And they just operate very differently.
I asked the difference in the P card and the credit card. And you explained the P card and I explained the credit card.
Credit cards are very similar. They just have less restrictive characteristics to them.
Are there any credit cards issued in our system?
I believe we have one, yes.
We have what?
I think we have one. I think the superintendent has one.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Bush. Appreciate it. Our next item, number FSS 14, sports lighting for middle school practice fields. Mr. Kitchens.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, President Morton, board members, Superintendent Dr. Sims. This memorandum requests approval of a firm to provide a general contractor for the installation of sports lighting at our middle school practice fields and baseball and softball field at Ed D4 Sports Complex. RFP 26039 was released in April 2026. We had 7 companies present to receive the information, and 5 of those companies submitted proposals. They were reviewed based on the criteria, and the firm recommended clearly met all the requirements of the RFP, including the ball tracking technology, and it was determined to be the most responsive bidder to the district. So it's recommended the Bibb County Board of Education authorize superintendent to enter into contract with and issued a purchase order in the amount of $2,866. Let me get, I don't need these. They just make it look $686,642 to Musco Lighting, Sports Lighting for installation of sports lighting at all middle school practice fields, baseball and softball fields at Ed D4 Sports Complex, and these funds will be paid out of 2021 East Boston.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, moved by Dr. Ficklin, second by Ms. Johnson. Are there any questions? Yes, Mr. Hester.
Why did we decide to do the middle school instead of the high school field, practice fields?
The middle schools get out later, so their practice ends or starts later, and so they're the first ones affected by the daylight savings. So
What kind of lighting are we putting on those fields?
So those are not even though it's a sports lighting, we're just using the foot candles requirement from GHSA.
It seems like a really good price, that many fields.
Yeah, so the practice fields are not as stringent as the play-in fields, but we do have the foot candles the same on the entire field and the ball tracking technology, which was very important for us, so you didn't lose a pop fly when it goes above the lights and then have to come back down.
And that's going on the practice fields or just the game field?
Yep, it's going on with everything.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no.
On a personal privilege.
The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda.
On a personal privilege.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you. I would just like to make the board aware that Ed Defoe's memorial service, you know, that he did pass, is going to be on the 27th of this month at the stadium at the Ed Defoe Sports Complex at 9:30 in the morning. Ed Defoe was a member of several bodies around town, and certainly he was a member of the Board of Education. I just want you to have that information if you did already know it. Thank you.
Thank you. The last item, number FSS 15, is general contractor services for roofing projects at Skyview, Heritage, Howard Middle and High, and Rutland Middle and High Schools. Mr. Kitchens.
Thank you, ma'am. This memorandum requests approval for a firm to provide the general contractor services for the roofing projects at Skyview, Heritage, Howard Middle and High, and Rutland Middle and High Schools. RFP 26039 was released on April 17th. We had 15 companies present to receive the information, and 8 of those companies submitted proposals. The 8 proposals were reviewed based on the criteria set forth in the RFP. The results of the review are listed in Table 1. It's recommended the Bibb County Board of Education authorize the superintendent to enter into contract and issue a purchase order in the amount of $1,545,711 to McCallum Metalworks to provide general contractor services for roofing projects at Skyview, Heritage, Howard Middle, Howard High, Rutland Middle, and Rutland High. These funds will also be paid for out of 2021 East Boston.
You've heard the recommendation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Mr. Freeman, second by Dr. Ficklin. Are there any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor state by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries unanimously and will be sent to the consent agenda. Thank you, Mr. Kitchens. That concludes the business of the Fiscal Support Services Committee. Numbers FSS 3, FSS 4, FSS 5, FSS 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 will be sent to the consent agenda. And then item number FSS 6 will be moved to new business.
It was tabled.
It will be tabled, sorry. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Ms. Hanlon. I know you have a lot of work this time of year between the budget and all these items, so thank you for all that extra effort. Next, we have Policies and Rules Committee. Dr. Ficklin is the chair of that committee.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today we have 4 items for action in the Policies and Rules Committee, and we have 3 informational and first readings. And our attorney, Mrs. Sherry Coles, will explain them. We have PR1, Policy BD, Policy Development.
Thank you, Dr. Ficklin. Good afternoon, President Morton, board members, and Dr. Sims. Policy BD, which is the policy on policy development, as y'all will remember, was the first item that we worked on in our policy work session 2 months ago. There have been no changes since the first reading on this policy last month. Therefore, it is recommended that the Board of Education approve the revisions to policy BD, policy development.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by Mrs. Hanlon and second by Mrs. Johnson. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
PR2, Policy BDG, Administration in Policy Absence.
This policy was also part of that work session, and there have also been no changes to this policy since first reading last month. Therefore, it is recommended that the Board of Education approve the revisions to policy BDG, Administration in Policy Absence.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Freeman and second by Ms. Johnson. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. PR3, Policy BDF, Review of Administrative Rules.
Thank you, Dr. Ficklin. This also was part of that work session, and as you will remember, we consolidated the information contained in this into the policies that we just voted upon. So the recommendation to the Board of Education for this policy is that it be rescinded.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a motion?
Okay, I'll move.
Okay, moved by Ms. Hanlon and second by, I think, Mr. Hester. I didn't want to say Bernie, okay, but Mr. Hester, okay. Thank you. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. And PR4, Policy EBL, Environmental Programs.
Thank you, Dr. Ficklin. Policy EBL was revised to reflect the district's commitment to its 4-year grant and to comply with the terms of that grant. There have been no changes to this policy since its first reading, and it is recommended that the Board of Education approve the revisions to policy EBL environmental programs.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Johnson. Second by Mr. Freeman. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. We also have PR 5, which is policy GAK, criminal background checks, replacing policy GAM, staff rights and responsibilities. And I do encourage you to read this because when we start talking about things that involve our personnel, we really need to be abreast of it. And Ms. Coles is going to tell us something about it now. Ms. Coles.
Thank you. The proposed revisions to this policy are before the board for first reading. Just to explain this, GAK is the numbering code that is traditionally used by GSBA for the topic of criminal background checks. The GAM is really not typically used for that. Additionally, the title of staff rights and responsibilities really doesn't align with the content of that policy. So what we are doing is proposing to better align all of this and have the board create policy GAK. The provisions of the policy substantively are in alignment with the requirements under Georgia law associated with criminal background checks. We are also moving and making it clear that the criminal background check procedures associated with volunteers is housed separately in that policy. So just better clarifying that language. But all of this is in alignment with the law. The district is going to post the proposed policy GAK, criminal background checks, on Assembly to receive input from the board members and stakeholders for 30 days. The policy will be brought to the next board meeting for second reading and final board adoption and approval.
And thank you so much again, Ms. Cole. Now, IFCD, it seems to me like it would be looked at the same time or simultaneously with these so that they will understand the difference in volunteers' background check and employees' background check. And I would just like to make that recommendation as we go forward.
Thank you. I do not recall the last time that policy was revised off the top of my head. Really what we were doing here is just alerting individuals of where to go, not making a substantive change to that
Yeah,
policy.
I just wanted to make sure that the board understood
Sure.
what that policy was. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
PR 6, policy GAE, complaints and grievances.
Very good. Thank you. Again, this policy is before the board on first reading. These are not substantive material policies. These are far more clarity, slight wording, conforming changes. The policy is also accompanied by a regulation. Again, we are not substantively changing the rights and procedures for employees who are making grievances. All of that is set out by statute, and the policy and the regulation are in compliance with the statutory requirements surrounding that. The next steps will be as previously stated.
Any questions, comments? Thank you so much. PR 7, policy GARH, employee leaves and absences.
Policy GARH is also before the board for first reading. It is being revised in order to address newly enacted legislation, which increased the number of accumulated sick days an employee could use for personal or professional leave time from 3 to 5 days. The regulation has also been revised to incorporate the requirements of a new statute in Georgia, which requires the provision of leave time for maternal birth leave. That's for the individual that is actually birthing the child and to recover from that process. So this policy is being developed to be in compliance with those new statutory requirements. The next steps will be as previously stated.
Thank you so much, Ms. Coles, for those presentations. Mr. President, we have PR1, PR2, PR3, PR4 that were all passed unanimously, and we're going to be sending those to the consent agenda, and that ends our report.
Thank you, Dr. Fickling. Next is Personnel Services Committee. James Freeman is the chair.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have need to go into executive session, I believe, for the purposes of legal, personnel, and/or land. Madam Attorney? Okay. May I have a motion to go into executive session for the purposes of legal, personnel, and land matters? Motion by Dr. Ficklen, second by Dr. Woodford. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We are in executive session. Board members, please remember to bring your packet items PS 1, 2, and 3 with you. Thank you. coming out of executive session, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. We are out of executive session. Board members, may I have a motion to approve PS1 as presented?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Hester, second by Dr. Woodford. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. That passes unanimously. May I have a motion to approve PS2 as presented? Motion by Ms. Hanlon, second by Dr. Ficklin. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. That passes unanimously. May I have a motion to approve PS5 as presented? Motion by Dr. Ficklin, second by Ms. Hanlon. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. That passes unanimously. Mr. President, that concludes the business of the Personnel Services Committee. PS 1, 2, and 5 will go to the consent agenda.
All right, thank you, Mr. Freeman. Board members, you do have some information items. Please review those. If you have questions, direct them to the superintendent. We are now at the end of the agenda. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Freeman, second by Dr. Ficklin. Any questions? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. There is none. It is 6:28 PM and the committee meeting is adjourned, and we'll start up with the regular meeting in just a couple of minutes. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to, it is now 6:33 PM, and I call to order this meeting of the Bibb County Board of Education for Thursday, June 18. Again, thank you for braving the elements to come see us this evening. First, we have to deal with the approval of the agenda. At this point, I'm going to make a motion to amend the agenda to eliminate from the consent agenda consideration of the minutes from the prior meetings, as well as FSS 6, and to add to new business NB2, which would be the land matter discussed in executive session. Going to have a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Dr. Woodford, second by Mr. Freeman. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye. Aye. Opposed, no. There is none. That passes unanimously. And at this time, I would ask for a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Freeman, second by Dr. Woodford. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. There is none. That passes unanimously. Thank you, board members. Next, we're going to have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Aria Willis. Is it Wills? Well, I'm sorry about that. It was Wills. I'm sorry about that. Aria Willis, who's a rising second grade student at Alexander II Math and Science Magnet School, and she promised she has practiced and knows this thing verbatim. So come on up, please.
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You can go past the wall, but you know him. Oh.
All right. Thank you, Aria. Next, we have the invocation, which will be led this evening by Pastor Craig Walden of Encounter Church.
Father, we thank you for this evening. Thank you, Lord, for the privilege together. Amazing. God, we come to you with faithful hearts. Lord, I'm reminded in the scripture that it says, plans fail. Many advisors. Lord, I pray in abundance of wisdom. Lord, God, lead them, guide them in decision making. All discussions here tonight, Lord,
Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Walden. Next up, the report of the superintendent.
Thank you, Board President Morton, and good evening to everybody. Glad to see you and so glad you came out. Each month during the board meeting, we present highlights happening within our schools and districts. So here we go. As the summer kicks off, several holidays and celebrations are upon us. Celebrations are happening this week in Macon, Bibb County in honor of Juneteenth. To all of the dads, me too, we honor you this Father's Day and invite you to keep reading with our students this summer. And I hope y'all get the biggest piece of chicken that is available and some great socks or whatever else it is that we get on Father's Day. We're also looking forward to honoring our district's retirees with a luncheon at Macedonia Church next Wednesday. Can we have all of our dads real quick stand up? Let's give all our dads in the building a round of applause. I'm standing up too. Yeah. And as I said at the end, we are so excited to honor our retirees with a great luncheon at Macedonia Baptist Church next Wednesday. Pastor Belvin Ware has been agreed to be a gracious host, and we look forward to that. This spring, the district joined partners in marking the first step toward fleet electrification with the addition of 15 Type C electric school buses to our fleet. Look at that cool dude on that magazine. He was ready for that moment. These buses are part of a broader effort to strengthen day-to-day operations, which Executive Director of Transportation Anthony Jackson discusses in the cover story for the latest issue of School Transportation News. Anybody subscribe to that magazine? Yeah, I think. This summer, wait a minute, I'm sorry. I went too fast. We have a champion in our midst. Congratulations to Skills USA National, what did I say? National winner, Alicia Dupree. Yeah. Who represented W.S. Hutchings College and Career Academy and Southwest High School. Through hard work, dedication, technical skill, and professionalism, Alicia earned the title in graphics imaging sublimation, which basically means she can put any image on anything. As we closed one chapter with the end of the school year, we also took the chance to welcome our newest scholars to the BCSD family. Each of our elementary schools hosted future kindergarten students for a kindergarten signing ceremony, a special day of recognition honoring all the amazing work our pre-K students have done this year and will continue to do next year. BCSD's Push for Success summer learning opportunities are providing students with targeted support and enrichment in reading and math, pathways to accelerate academic progress, and opportunities for credit recovery and career exploration. Summer learning opportunities are available for all students in grades K through 12 with the goal of developing a culture of year-round learning. Pictured here are some of our scholars at Springdale Elementary School this summer, along with teachers who began preparing for some opportunities immediately after post-planning. In addition to academic areas, our summer school students will have opportunities in art, dance, music, physical education, and Spanish. Students taking advantage of virtual courses in academic areas will also have the opportunity to experience music lessons created by Levita Carter, the music teacher at Burned Elementary School, and the 2026 Georgia Music Educators Association District 11 Music Teacher of the Year. In addition to the meal sites at our schools, BCSD's nutrition department has partnered with Macon Bibb County for summer meal sites at Macon Bibb County recreation centers throughout the community. Visit www.eatrightbibb.com for more information. Bibb K-12 teachers participated in summer professional learning hosted by our teaching and learning department supporting ELA, English Language Arts that is, math, science, social studies, and music. The sessions last week helped prepare teachers instructionally for the upcoming school year. Our school and district leaders for the 2026 school year participated in great learning, bonding, and collaboration this month at our 11th annual Leadership Symposium held right here at the PLC in Macon. Thank you to some of our guest speakers, such as Central Georgia Technical College President Ivan Allen and outgoing Georgia Teacher of the Year, Rachel Kinsall, for inspiring us in between workshop sessions. I'm grateful for the dedication to getting better for our students. Gear Up students are engaged in meaningful learning on the campus of Middle Georgia State University. Through this experience, students are participating in learning designed to strengthen both their academic skills and their readiness for high school and future post-secondary opportunities. Throughout the experience, students have engaged in cooperative learning activities in English, mathematics, science, and social studies taught by BCSD teachers and Gear Up graduation advisors. The These experiences encourage collaboration, critical thinking, and active engagement while helping students build confidence in their academic abilities. In addition to academic enrichment, students are participating in a college readiness course specifically designed to support a successful transition to high school. Congratulations to Howard High School student Jaden Giolingo for being awarded the Georgia Poet Laureate Prize. That is huge. He was also a finalist for this prize last year, and he beat out a field of 100 students who submitted poems for the award with his poem, Peach State Migration. Progress on BCSD's East Block funded improvements are underway this summer. You'll find construction or renovation taking place at sites like Vineville Academy of the Arts, Southfield Elementary School, Northwoods Academy, and Burdell Hunt Magnet School. We are proud to help create updated spaces that support students and staff across the district. This month, the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary School Raiders Cycling Club traveled to Durham, North Carolina to attend the major Taylor International Convention. They traveled by bus, stayed in a hotel, and participated in 2 organized rides and a historic site visit with hundreds of riders all over the country. The Bibb County Young Farmers participated in the 2026 Georgia Young Farmers Summer Tour hosted by the Emmanuel County Young Farmers Association. This was an incredible opportunity to learn, network, and experience the diverse agricultural industries that make up a vital part of Georgia agriculture. Each tour stop highlighted the innovation, stewardship, and entrepreneurial spirit that continue to move Georgia agriculture forward. Before I talk about what's on the horizon, Coach Grooms, correct me if I'm not, we had 1 gold medal state title winner, correct? And is that guy Anthony Horton who's in the back? I know we're going to recognize him later, but I want to say his name myself. So I want Anthony Horton to stand up real quick. Where is he? There he is. This guy brought home, you'll hear his name again, but he brought home the gold, was it the discus? Yes, sir. And second, oh, that bass. And second in the shot put, and he's in what grade? 10th grade. It is over for the next 2 years. Congratulations. The district PBIS department is planning our 9th Back to School Bash that will be held on Friday, July 31st. From 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., we have a change at the beautiful Macon Mall. So not a drive-through this year. We're going to gather together at the Macon Mall. During the event, we will provide Bibb County families with free school uniform shirts while supplies last, school supplies, district and community resources, and much more in an effort to remove barriers of school attendance for our families. We are seeking volunteers to help out with this event and would love for you to sign up using the link provided. And we will give out supplies while they last. So if you get there about 12:29, just keep going straight until you get to Harrison Road, take a left, and you'll be right there at Walmart, and they'll take good care of you. But we're going to take care of everybody that we possibly can. As part of our recognitions this evening, BCSD will be recognized for Energy Star achievements. For consecutive years, Bibb County Schools ranked 3rd in the state of Georgia for the most Energy Star certified K-12 buildings, with 29 buildings having earned Energy Star certification. We are excited to celebrate these achievements this evening. And as I close, I think we have a picture of our board members here. We have 2 birthdays coming around the corner. I believe June the 25th, yep, is Dr. Sandra Woodward's birthday. Let's give her a round of applause. And Dr. Lisa Boyd will celebrate her birthday on July the 6th. So let's give her a round of applause as well. And we look forward to you celebrating yet another year of blessed life on this earth. Our next slide shows you hot off the presses, y'all. You know the Knicks just won, right? Guess who that is at the Knicks parade? Those are Bruce Elementary School students up in New York, sponsored by the 100 Black Men of Macon, Middle Georgia, for yet another trip away from the state to see a part of the world they have never seen before. So we wish our Bruce students well. We can give a round of applause for that. Yeah. They are having a fantastic time enjoying the sights and sounds of New York, and what better time than during a parade experience. As I get ready to close and we go to our next slide, this is just some summer school slide here. I visited several sites this past week, and it's just exciting to see our students over at all the recreation centers and at Springdale and John R. Lewis safe, doing quality things over the summer. Let's continue to pray for their safety and hope that all goes well as they grow and prosper over the school year. And to our last slide, I want to end on this note. The great Ed DeFore. As you know, he passed away recently at the age of 94. And learning more about him, I never got the chance to meet him, but I had the honor of exchanging with his granddaughter. And such a great man he was. He dedicated nearly 45 years to elected office and became widely respected for his accessibility, commitment to neighborhoods, and advocacy for youth recreation. A graduate of Lanier High School for boys, he played outstanding baseball in high school and later played professionally in several minor leagues, including a part of the St. Louis Cardinals farm system. It was in 1971 when he was elected to the Macon City Council representing Ward 2, Post 3. And he also served on the Macon City Council and later the Macon Bibb County Commission for nearly 45 years. And this makes him the only person in Macon's history, because he also served on the Bibb County Board of Education. He's the only person in Macon's history to hold both offices at the same time. He served on the Macon Water Authority, becoming one of the longest serving elected officials in Georgia. Who's participated in the Soapbox Derby? He revived the Soapbox Derby in the late 1980s, and it has been since 2008 that our sports complex has adorned his name, the Ed DeFore Sports Complex. He was inducted into the Macon Sports Hall of Fame, received the Irk Russell Spirit Award from the Georgia Sports Hall of Fame for his contributions to athletics. And does anybody know his personal motto? Anybody? TRY, 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 try. That is what he would tell everybody. And I want to leave on that note to all of our students. I want you to just continue to do all that you can to TRY. Try your best, and you will be amazed at what will come out of you. So as we engage in this summer, as we remain safe, let's continue to try to be the best human beings we can possibly be. Let's do it in honor of Ed DeFore and in honor of everybody else who's gone before us, who's paved the way for us to have what we have today. That concludes my report, and we'll now have further recognitions for our Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources, Dr. LaToya Smith.
First this evening, we would like to introduce our newest district leaders. Leaders, please come forward when your name is called to take a photo with Dr. Sims, who will present you with the swag bag and as well as a small welcome to your new role gift. Once you've taken your photo, please greet our board members before returning to your seat. First on our list, she's not present, but Ms. Kizzy Lott. Ms. Kizzy Lott is the principal of Southwest High School. Next, we have Dr. Andrika Williams Okonkwo, principal of Bruce Elementary School. Geneva Brown, assistant principal of Sonny Carter Elementary School. Shanika Dumas, assistant principal of Hurd Elementary School. Tamara Searles, she's not present today, but she's the new assistant principal of Weaver Middle School. Tavisha Johnson, she's not present with us today. She's the new assistant principal at Howard High School. Shaniqua York, assistant principal of Rutland High School. Jarvis Denmark, assistant principal of Rutland High School. And Timothy Staten, assistant principal of West Side High School. We are excited to see continued growth with your leadership, and we thank all of you for being built for Bibb.
Good evening. Each month, the Bibb County School District proudly recognizes a community partner whose commitment has made a meaningful impact for our student, staff, and families. Tonight, we are honored to recognize First Choice Primary Care for their outstanding partnership and dedication in the areas of student health and well-being. At this time, we invite representatives from First Choice Primary Care to come forward, receive the recognition, take a photo with the superintendent, and greet the board. First Choice Primary Care provides accessible, high-quality healthcare services for students and the community. They expand access to preventative care, management, and health screenings. They help reduce barriers related to transportation, cost, and missed instructional time. They also support improved student attendance, wellness, and academic success. On behalf of the Bibb County School Board and the superintendent, we are proudly to present the Partner Impact Award to First Choice Primary Care for their exceptional service and commitment to students, families, and the community of Bibb County. At this time, we would like for a representative from First Choice to say a few words after greeting the board. He's ready to. I'm ready. It's like, I'm ready.
Good evening. This is old school for me, so I love being back here and hearing all the things that the kids are doing. But I told Dr. Sims at our United Way meeting this morning, keeping it to a minute is going to be hard. But I just want to kind of bring out the history. These folks do all the work. I'm just a board member. And when Catherine McLeod, who's the CEO, asked me to be on the board, I didn't know what work it would be and how long I'd be on the board. But here I am. We went to Stacy Carr, our director of nursing, I think she still is, I'm pretty sure, and myself went up to Emory for a conference. And we were introduced to school-based health centers. The professor up there was outstanding and had some of these sporadically around the state. So this was like probably 2011, 2012. And at that point, we brought it back here to Macon, and the first one was set up in Ingram Pie. We first talked about having it in the building, then we came up with different methods of having, so that building to the right-hand side of Ingram Pie has been there since, and it opened in September of 2015. So we've had a presence in the school system since then. Since then, we've opened up a school-based health center at Bruce. And the one that, and I'm going to admit, I haven't been to the Bruce one yet, but I was at the grand opening of the L.H. Williams and was blown away. So if any of you have not seen that yet, you need to go by and see that because it is amazing. But the folks that are here tonight, and again, they're stars of the show. Fundy is the chief operating officer and keeps everything running. He actually, at our first sleep out for daybreak, was setting up the big tent for First Choice, so they participate in that. And then Felicia Cornelius is director of outreach. And what she does is work with parents and help get them connected. So again, the whole thought of school-based health centers is to, again, break down barriers for kids and parents and make sure they're in school every day. It's a whole lot easier to bring them around from the nurse's office to the clinic and get things taken care of, to have checkups. And the beauty of it, as designed, is to be open during the summer so that care can continue during the summer. And again, that service to the community. But First Choice Primary Care is a class operation, and they do so much wonderful things in the community. So I just want to hats off to them and thank you for this award.
Thank you for all you do for Bibb County Schools. Thank you.
Good evening. On behalf of Bibb County School District, Antonio Simmons, Director of Facility and Maintenance, I stand here with Paul Brewer, our Energy Manager. Since the Bibb County School District first started partnering with Synergistic in 2019, we have benefited financial savings and more efficient school buildings. As you heard, we have reached third in the school district for in the state of Georgia for K-12 building, total of 29 school buildings. At this time, I would like to bring Synergistic Client Manager Shannon Smith to welcome.
Hello. I wanted to congratulate Superintendent Sims, Board Chair Morton, and all the board members and Bibb County School community for the fantastic work that your staff does, Antonio and Paul, Mr. Kitchens. You guys are constantly energy-minded, forward, and we just thank you. We appreciate your partnership since 2019. We're going into wrapping up our 7th year of partnership, so we want to present this plaque to Superintendent Sims. And just for the community's knowledge, on average, Energy Star certified buildings are 35% more energy efficient and use 35% fewer greenhouse gases than their partner buildings. So congratulations to Bibb County Schools.
Good evening. At this time, we're going to recognize our GHSA state track winners. The district prioritizes supporting students in all of their endeavors, including interscholastic athletics. At this time, we'd like to recognize several amazing student athletes who've earned medals at the Georgia High School Association state track meet last month. Students, when your name is called, please come forward with your coaches and other school representatives for a group picture by school. First up, we have members of the Northeast High School boys track team, which placed 8th as a team at the Class A Division I meet in Athens. Jacory Sherman, who placed second place in the 400-meter dash. Jordan Wiggins, third place, triple jump, and sixth place, 400-meter dash. We also have the team of Sherman, Wiggins, K.L. Searcy, and Isaiah Ishmael, third place in the 4x400-meter relay. And as you can see, these guys got multiple medals, so you'll go back for the team photo, I'm sure. All right, you can come on through, then we'll send you back for your team photo. All right, up next we have the team of Sherman, Wiggins, Searcy, and Tavares Tinsley, fifth place in the 4x200-meter relay as well. And last but not least, we have Maurice Cray, 11th place for the 800-meter run. Let's give it up one more time for our scholar athletes from Northeast High School. One more, so I said there are multiple. Come back. Look at your coach. Thank you, gentlemen. At this time, we have Westside High School. Members of the Westside High School track team who completed or who competed in the GHSA Class 2A state meet. Starting with Anthony Horton, state champion, discus, and second place, and shot put. And we also have Jordan Ballou, sixth place in shot put. All right. And if you'll come back, we're going to grab a team picture. Picture. All right, congratulations to our Raiders and our Seminoles. We are incredibly proud of you, and we thank you for being built for Bibb.
Go ahead. Okay. Our district is greatly improved by a multitude of educators who have committed their professional lives to educating young people. Every year, we like to recognize the individuals who are headed to a well-deserved retirement with at least 25 years of service in Bibb County. Tonight, we have some additional team members to honor for their dedication. When your name is called, please come forward to be recognized. Terry Adair, Union Elementary School, all 31 years in Bibb. Beverly Harris, Rutland High School, all 31 years in Bibb. And Deborah Ross, Central Office, all 25 and a half years in Bibb. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for being built for Bibb.
Oh, I need to.
All right.
Mine's good. Try the power button underneath.
I got it. Okay, thank you. Very good. Appreciate it. Okay. All right, thank you. We're now at the point on the agenda where we have the opportunity for the public to address the board. We have three people who've signed up, but two used one form, so that's okay. So when I call your name, please come forward, and you'll have a timer of 3 minutes, and you'll be able to start. That will start once you start speaking. So First, we have Ronnie Miller and Nefertara Miller. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Ronnie Miller. I wanted to come to the board. We came the last time and I didn't sign up, so we didn't get to talk, but I'm here on behalf of the Pleasant Hill community and the students at Williams without a voice. My wife is more well-versed than me, so I'm gonna pass the mic over to her and let her talk.
So good evening, board members. My name is Nefertara Clark Miller. I am managing partner of Clark & Clark Law Group. We have been doing business in the Middle Georgia area for the last 2 years since my husband brought me here. But I recently made a decision to become a property owner for my business as we moved from downtown Macon to the historic Pleasant Hill neighborhood. I recently chose to invest in Pleasant Hill, not just financially, but personally. Since I've been here, we've been volunteering with the school, L.H. Williams. I chose this community because of its history, its resilience, and its people. And at the heart of every thriving neighborhood is a school, which also happens to be the elementary school that my husband attended from 1988 to 1996. We just did the math. No, 1995. And tonight I'm here to respectfully urge this board to pause any conversation about closing L.H. Williams Elementary, especially conversations based solely on enrollment and utilization numbers. This past weekend, I had the opportunity and the pleasure of attending Pleasant Hill reunion activities and developed a much greater respect for the community and its people after learning more of the area's history. I understand the challenge. When a building isn't full, the instinct is to ask whether it's worth keeping open. But I'd also ask you to consider a different question. Why isn't the school full, and what would it take to change that? Families make decisions about where to live and where to send their children based on the options available to them. If a school lacks updated resources, strong programming, or tools that students need to compete, families will look elsewhere. The underutilization we're seeing may not be a sign that the school has failed the community. Instead, it may be a sign that the community hasn't yet had the chance to see what this school can return to be. As a new property owner in Pleasant Hill, I can tell you that when I was deciding where to open, I looked at the neighborhood as a whole. Schools signal stability, schools signal investment. A closed school sends the opposite message. It tells families, entrepreneurs, and future residents that this community is in decline. That affects businesses. It affects property values, and it affects the entire neighborhood's trajectory. What I'm asking is simple. Before this board makes a decision to close, please make a decision to invest. Equip L.H. Williams Elementary with updated technology, strong extracurricular activities, and the staffing it needs. Give families a reason to choose it. Then measure utilization. Pleasant Hill has survived and grown through harder times than this. This neighborhood deserves a school that reflects its strength and resilience, and this board has the power to make that happen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker is George Muhammad.
Thank you. Peace and blessings. I serve as the president of the Pleasant Hill Neighborhood Organization, and I echo the words and the points that Attorney Miller has made. One of the things that's very troubling is the lack of recognition that students were lost in a redistricting process, that we've not heard the board, we're not seeing the board or the superintendent recognize that some 100 to 150 students were lost from Pleasant Hill or redistricted out, and that is part of the reason for the shortfall of numbers. Additionally, there are a lot of problems that are, and challenges that Lewis is going through, having a larger number, and these things are not even being considered. Even more deeply are the just plethora of wonderful efforts being made by many partners in Pleasant Hill to support and improve that community and to revitalize that community. And you would think that the Board of Education and the superintendent would be wanting to help support the effort to make something better in a community that they serve, a community that they are commissioned to serve, looking at the fact that Pleasant Hill is more than just a school. It's a center that serves the residents in that neighborhood, more so than probably any other school in this community. It's very historically rich, a deep history that supports the very foundation of the Bibb County School District and the Board of Education. These are things that we really need to see your leadership address and look, and as she said, stop this idea of closing L.H. Williams. It should not be closed. It should not be minimized to a kindergarten, early learning center. It needs to be invested in. It needs to be supported. We have brought to you the idea of making it into a magnet school. You have the dynamic of Alexander too. You have the dynamic of Vineville in the center of this community. It makes no sense to bus children out of a neighborhood and make it more difficult for their parents to even get them to school, further exacerbating the problems of absence. So please take more seriously making L.H. Williams into an animation magnet school. It is a wonderful and innovative idea. We'll increase the literacy. We want to strengthen the vitality of academics in Macon-Bibb County. We want to show that we are truly about this kind of excellence. We're talking about architecture and finance as well. We want to do something that is very special, and it's time to do something new. It's time to do something that is going to inspire the people and inspire our community and to make people want to move to Macon and live in Macon. So please consider what I'm saying seriously. Thank you. We want to work with you. Peace and blessings.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Appreciate everybody who came to speak to us this evening. Dr. Sims, is there a need for executive session?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Next, we have the consent agenda, which would consist of the items that passed unanimously at the committee meeting. Those items include IS1, IS2, FSS3, FSS4, FSS5, FSS7, FSS8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, PR1 through PR4, PS1, PS2, and PS5. Could I have a motion to approve the consent? There's no. There is none. That passes unanimously. I'm sorry, this microphone's cutting in and out a little bit. Next is new business. We have vote to approve and move forward. All right. So it's board members, you've been provided with the norms and protocols that we have developed together as a board through various meetings and work sessions. Is there a motion to approve that document?
Second.
Motion by Dr. Woodford, second by Mr. Freeman. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye. Aye. Opposed, no. There is none. That motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Next, we have NB2, which is the land matter that was discussed in executive session. I believe Mr. Kitchens is going to present on that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, President Morton, board members, Superintendent Dr. Sims. This is a request for authority to negotiate with Macon-Bibb to acquire 50-year land interest. And we request the authority to negotiate to acquire the 50-year land interest, specifically to include a separate, secure, defined instructional space with separate entrances and parking in the new Macon Arena to be used for hands-on instruction of Bibb County students in the district CTE pathways, specifically culinary, audiovisual, graphics, et cetera. As you know, Macon-Bibb County is constructing a multi-purpose arena to replace the existing Macon Coliseum, and we've been approached they have approached the district about partnering to provide these educational spaces within the arena. And tonight it is recommended the Board of Education authorize district staff to negotiate with Macon, Bibb County, Georgia for the acquisition of a 50-year land use interest in separate, secure, dedicated instructional space to be constructed in the new Macon Arena for the purpose of providing hands-on instruction and training with specialized equipment to district students in the CTA pathways.
All right.
So moved.
All right. Motion by Dr. Ficklin, second by Ms. Johnson. Is there any discussion or questions? There being none, all in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Mr. Kitchens.
Thank you.
Move to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn from Dr. Ficklin. Do we have a second? A second by Ms. Hanlon? All right. Any questions? No, they're not. All in favor? Say aye. Aye. All right. Any no's? No. We are officially adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Good job.